Welcome to Yeshiva Daf. Shir sponsor Lui Nishmas. I'm Yaakov Shalom and Leah Pasitzchok. We're holding in Basra Daf Chof Aleph. We're starting in the Mishnah Daf Chof Amud Beis at the bottom. So the Mishnah. Chorot shebechotzer. You have a store in the courtyard. Yochol limchois biyodoi v'loi v'loi eini yochol lishon mikol hanichnosim mikol hayotzim. This is very common. This we all can connect to. Person puts a store in the chotzer. Tais points out it's specifically in the chotzer, not somewhere else. Goes on to speak about it, but the person has a store, comes the neighbor and says, sorry, too much noise, bothering me. Get the store out of here. He could say that. He could build vessels and go sell them in the market. Gets very careful because of your hammer, because of your grinder, because of the kids. In other words, we'll see in the kids what it means. The person asks, what do you mean tinoikis? Tinoikis means that there's kids there, they're not part of the family, because that's not what's the kiddush. But the point is, the guy goes and he's going to create a vessel, and he's going to take it and sell in the market. He's putting a hammer, he's making a whole noise. You can't complain. You can complain for people coming in and out. It's too much tumult, people going in and out. But to complain about the fact that you are your person is doing his work, you can't do it. That's part of me doing the work. That's what I have. Says the Gemara, we specifically talk about the kids. In the beginning, he said you cannot have too many kids who come in. And say if you say you can't, what's the difference? Depends if they're the same chotzer or different chotzer. If they're in the same chotzer, so then you can't complain about the kids. If it's a different chotzer, bringing kids from a different chotzer, so then you can't. Rave says Rava, if so, should say that for chatzar zachors, right? It's gonna be okay. Meaning, right? So in other words, he's bringing I'm sorry, I say chatzar acheres. What is chatzar acheres? Chatzar acheres is that he's bringing from a different place. And he's doing for a different chatzar. Maybe the same mother, different chatzar. So the Gemara says, no, it's chatzar acheres, it's not a problem. So the Gemara, so just say chatzar acheres is mutter. Hello, my Rav, says the Gemara, the chafalaf from down on top. Seifa son letinoikas shebiz rabon. Talk about a school. Kids going to a store, you can complain. Kids going to a school, you can't. Why? Because there's a special takana of Yeshiva ben Gamlo. This is the education reform of Yeshiva ben Gamlo. And the Gemara is going to come and explain it. Yeshiva ben Gamlo is remembered for good. Then what? Without it, the Torah will be forgotten. If the father knew how to teach Torah, he taught Torah. If there's no father, the father doesn't know, he didn't teach Torah. My darush, what did they learn? How did they dash it? You should teach your son. You have to teach your son. That's the only way for him to learn. So, okay, you know what? We have schools, but only in Yerushalayim. Why Yerushalayim? My darush Torah brings over here that they had more kavanah. They saw the avoid this Beis Hamikdash. He gave Yerushalayim. There's a reason why Yerushalayim is a place to learn Torah. So the more only someone had a father, he brought him to learn. But if not. Hitkinu, so it says the Gemara, every county had a school. It was a yeshiva. It was a besmedish almost. Right? So besmedish for kids. Every county had a big besmedish. People who go there and learn. 16, 17 years old. And if the Rebbe goes angry, kicks him out. In other words, the Pashup Shah in the Sugi is once you're 16, 17, it's already a person who's a teenager. The Rebbe likes him, go. The Rebbe doesn't like him, he's out. Every certain location needs to have a school for kids. That's how you train them. You start age 6 or 7, you start learning, and that's how they'll be trained to learn. Remember we learned before that Rav Shmuel Bashil is a big mechanech. Don't accept anybody before the age of 6. Before the age of 6, they should go play. Once you get to 6, then you go and you start feeding them like an ox. Today's as we learned in Maseches Avos, they started learning Mikra age of 5. So that's only someone who's strong. But a regular kid 6. When you hit a child, just hit him with the shoelace, meaning it won't really be so painful. Don't hit him so much. This is the biggest story in Chinuch. Whoever's learning, great. Whoever's not learning, he's going to keep company with the others. You don't have to force anybody to learn too much. A little encouragement, not too much. So one of the people in the Chotah says, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a woman who's the one who draws blood. Vegardi is the one who's doing shoes. Or he wants to be a teacher of kids. They says, oh, sorry, too many people coming in. I'm not talking about Rebbe. A Rebbe is teaching the kids. Because then you're right, Yeshiva and Gamla is talking, you can have a school everywhere. Talking about a college. Talking about two people sitting in one chotzer, in one side. Because one of them wants to become one of these melachos. He could stop him, mashing him for teaching school. Talk about the kids are not Jewish. Someone has a house, and he can't rent it. Someone draws blood. For the leather. Not to a Jewish Sefer. Clearly said Sefer Yehudi. Mashmalam Tinoikas was a Jew. Says the Gemara, what is Sefer Mato? So Rashi explains over here that Sefer Mato means he is the principal of the school. He has a school, it's not one rabbi teaching one class. He has several teachers, several kids, it's a whole school. Not that. You can have a cheder, you can have a class, but you can't have a whole school. Taitz's learned Sefer Mato means the Sefer. He's the writer of the city, where people come and ask him to write different documents. That's why he has a lot of people coming into the chutzner. That you can do, but to teach kids, you're allowed to do. From the time Yeshiva Galma is a second, that you can have school everywhere. Don't bring a child from one place to another. Why? Because each city has to have his own school. You could bring from one shul to another shul. If there's a river in between, you don't bring, even if it's the same city. If there's a big bridge, Rashi is a very narrow bridge, the amount of kids per class should be 25. So here's the people who showing what does it mean, which is a machlekes, the schools in town and in the world. One Jew the Rishonim says, in order to force people to pay for the school, you tax the people of the city, pay for the school, make sure there's a school. You need to have at least 25 kids. So 25 is the minimum. That's what you need to have in order to have a school. Or, many of you learn, like a bus shot, 25 is the max. Don't have a class more than 25 kids. The class should be max 25. It says the Gemara, you have 50 kids, musfina and tray, put 2 rabbis. If you have 40, you can raise duchna, put in a helper. You have to make the people of the city pay for it, for all these things. So here's the first sheet of the Rishonim, that we're talking about 25 and more. We're saying 25 is to create. If you have more, what do you do? This teacher of kids, the Goris, he teaches. There's another one. He's a better teacher. You don't kick out the first one. Rashi learns Pshat is that the new Rebbe will become lazy. Why? He's going to say, me? I'm the best. They kicked out the first one for me. So I know that I'm safe and I don't have to work so hard. The Goris Tvei, I don't know, it's even better. When you have jealousy, that brings more chachma. The one that was kicked out is going to be very jealous of him. He's going to be upset. He's going to be waiting there on the wings, waiting for her to hop over. So he says, don't worry, it will be. So that's why he's going to teach even better to make sure they don't have regrets they took the first one out. You have 2 teachers. One teaches a lot. But he's not so medayik to say it so meduyak. One is very meduktok, but he doesn't learn so much. Doesn't have a good aspect. What do you do? Give the one who teaches more, but does not so bedukto. Why? Shabashto mimeilin nafko. A mistake, the kids will figure out one day the mistake is wrong. But if you can't learn a lot of stuff, you're not going to learn. Says the Gemara of Dimin Adoam, I know. It's better to learn right and lilo than a lot and wrong. Shavashta kivan de al. Once a mistake goes in, it's very hard, very difficult to take it out. Says the Gemara, word brings it right. What's the right? So Yoav went to fight Amalek, as Rashi points out, and he killed all the males of Amalek, all the men, not the women. He also came from David Melech. He was the general of David. Amalek tells him, David, with Dafchafal Beis, in my time of Azachi, why did you kill only the men and the women? Amalek dichtiv tivches Zachar Amalek. It says in the pasuk, only Zachar Amalek, only the males. Only the Hanan Zecher came. Whoa, that's Zachar, Zecher. Zecher means the memory. Only the Hanan Zachar came. I taught Zachar. As a child, I went to the Rebbe of Yoav. Amalei Achir Ikerson. What did you tell him? Amalei. So here there's two Yosos, two the Rishonim in different ways. Either he says Zecher. He said, I said Zecher. So that's what Toys learns. So he told him, you said Zecher, you were not careful, the guy didn't make a mistake. You're telling me you were saying it wrong. You didn't fix it. Or he said, no, I said Zachar. He himself did not know the right rule. Shokol Safsir, he took a knife, tried to kill him. Only am I? Why are you killing me? Only Dichtiv Arur Oisem Melechet Hashem Remio. It says in the Pasuk that someone who does Melechet Hashem in the wrong way, it's Arur. Only Shavkila Ugavi Delikambar says, you know what, okay, so I have a klala. Let me live with that. Well, why are you killing me too? Only Dichtiv Arur Mernei Charba Midam. The Hemshech Pasuk is, someone doesn't kill when he's supposed to kill, it's also Arur. So I need to kill you now. Ikadar Mikatla, Ikadar Milakatla, Machlokes, if at the end of the day you killed him or not. In any case, you see that someone who teaches wrong, it's a problem. Says the one Makri Yinuko, someone who teaches the kids. Shatlo, what's a shatlo? It's someone who plants vineyards. Tavcho, a butcher. V'umno takes a blood. The sofer mato, so he writes this on mothers of love line, a sofer. Kulam kemuchi v'ayindininu. They are as if warned that you should not make mistakes. Klal Demius, the rule is, if you can't fix it, yeah, you're mutter. A kid you teach, it's wrong. You did a cemetery wrong, it's wrong. You can't fix it. Now we talk about an interesting parallel sugya. Someone has a grinder in the movie where he's grinding. Comes another one, also a grinder. Competition. Dinu de Makavla can stop it. You're stopping my livelihood. This is my parnasa. So we take the net of the fish. One person has a net, you can't put another net. I have to be far away. The amount it takes your fish to go. How much is it? A parcel. It's a whole parcel. So Shani don't give the obvious here. Don't give siar. You shouldn't have to try to explain. Stick with Rashi. Rashi says the fish, once they see the food, they already go there. It's almost automatic. It's as if all the fish in the pond right now are coming to him. It's as if he already captured them. It's not something that he may have make business, maybe not do business. It's as if it's already his. Because once you put four in place, they all go there. You put another net, you're stealing them. But a regular person, maybe not. Bring a riot like a view from Ravuna. Ravuna will be like a view. Now, if you know, we learn what see. Don't give candy to the kids. It makes the kids come to him. Say you could. Why? Why could you? Why could you? It's a marketing trick. You want to do it. The more brings over there. As the more says, going to say in a moment. It's a marketing trick. Says the more I feel Tim Rabbanim. At the completely Rabbanim later view the host. Only they argue with here. Tomon the Anna Kabifla game Goizi at Ploy Shiuski. Stop giving him nuts. You give a different type of candy. Give something else. Give a shkedi, another type of nuts. I'm giving one type, you give another one. I'm giving peanuts, you give walnuts. Why are you? That's not considered to be an unfair game. If I have a place where I sell, you come to me, you're tasting my chiyus. You can tell him to get my life. Mace is the way I have a question. I saw them chonus, but chonus chaver. A person can make a store next to the store of his friend. Who makes some chonus chaver? Can make a bathhouse next to the bathhouse of his friends. You can't stop him. He says, "You're doing your place. I'm doing my place. It's my house. Yeah, I'm saying in my I'm doing it in my rishus." Saying what tonight? Tonight, Tani Koyim Nevoy said, "Don't put it between them." The tailor, another person, not a teacher. Any one of the fathers, I don't want people to go by. If it's a neighbor, you're not. So you can tell anybody from the outside not to come and do this business, but your neighbor you can't. You can tell your neighbor also not. So big machlokes is in Magwar. If there are two neighbors living one next to each other, I can tell somebody else, don't go and open your business. I have my own business. You're starting out with my business. But if I live here and you live here, you'll both open the business. Says the Gemara, one city can tell the other guy in the city, different city, don't come here. I have my business here, don't start another business. But if he's paying the tax of this place, once you pay the tax, you can still be part of the city. Same movie, can't stop him. It's my movie. The same city with a different movie. Two different streets. It's more take, we're not sure. It's a question. Says the Gemara, by a teacher you can't. Ezra taking only saw she was service at Sefer. It's the Quran of Ezra. Something they were sharing to get away because we know the Quran Ezra Bobakam. This was not one of them. What do you mean? If you're going to have that if you have one, you put in another one, so the guy's not going to take his job so seriously. You have another one over here. Say, well, I'm going to have right? In other words, because you have a lot of teachers together, each one can be very careful to do well. So you should do it, and we want to do it for the benefit of the kids, so you're allowed to do it. So what we learn over here is that when you have a business, people that live in the place can open the business. If not, tomorrow we'll start the daf. It's a little more with the halacha l'maaseh regarding this inyan of the non-compete halachas that we have.
Someone wants to open a business in his house. I mean, nowadays the whole thing of massive. You see, Borough Park, you see every corner.